One of the most common criticisms I have for humble original games when I review them is that sometimes they aren't weird enough or they're not doing anything unique. After all, in my mind, that's what makes the humble original program so interesting. And it almost feels like developer Might and Delight took this as a challenge for their June humble original title, Tiny Echo. Because if I had to sum up this game in a single word, that word would be weird. Tiny Echo is a simplistic point-and-click adventure game set in a bizarre, subterranean dream world inhabited by animal people. You play as Emmy, an adorable humanoid courier with a gigantic eyeball for a head, and your task is to deliver ghost letters to animal spirits. Did I mention this is a weird game? The gameplay revolves around exploring this large interconnected world to find these animal spirits and often solving a simple puzzle in order to deliver their letter. These puzzles usually involve clicking on objects in the area to somehow influence the environment and satisfy the creature's criteria. The puzzles are all rather simple and won't take too much brain power to work through, and I think that's to the game's benefit, because it means you spend less time standing around pondering over solutions and more time appreciating the game's absolutely phenomenal art design. Tiny Echo looks incredible in every aspect. The meticulously detailed environments have a gorgeous painterly look to them that contrasts brilliantly with the sharp, straightened design of the many characters that inhabit them. I mean, just look at this scenery. Every single area of this game could be a painting in a modern art museum. There's also this powerfully dark, unsettling atmosphere that lingers throughout the game, which is a combination of the washed-out colour palette, the ominous visual design of the world, and the brilliantly subtle soundtrack that really builds this weird sense of tranquil unease. I do have a few minor criticisms of Tiny Echo, yet I wouldn't want to see them addressed because I think they each serve an important purpose. The first is that the movement speed can be frustratingly slow when you know where you want to go, but you have to wait for the character to plot across the screen. This did annoy me towards the end of the game when I was scouring the world for things I had missed, but I actually appreciate this restricted pace as it gives you time to notice the little details in the world, like the reflections in the water and the animations of the minor characters. The second criticism is that it's very easy to get lost in all the interconnected ins and outs of each scene, and keeping track of which pathway leads where can be confusing. But again, I wouldn't want a map or some on-screen text that might break the immersion of the world. That being said, I strongly believe these minor criticisms and the simplistic puzzle design in no way hinder the overall experience I had with Tiny Echo. It's one of the most affecting, beautiful, humble original games we've had so far, and one of the best games I've played all year. And in 2017, that's really saying something. Thanks everyone for watching the video. Just a heads up for anyone that picked up the last two monthly Humble bundles, I've actually really enjoyed the comic that came with them, which is Underwear by Kevin Eastman. It's a fun, sweet story with some awesome artwork, and I recommend checking it out if you get a chance. If you liked the video, feel free to subscribe. I'll keep putting out reviews for each new monthly game, and please send me your feedback or comments on the games in the comments section below. Thanks again, and I'll see you next month.